Hey everyone, welcome back to the Little Shop of Hoarders and the PDX Picker channel. My name is Chris. We have 12 items that are going out today that I sold on eBay and Poshmark. It's February 7th, Friday. We are 1/4 of the way through the month. This month only has 28 days. So it's time to do a quick check-in on the month. How are things going for me? They're going so amazing, just crazy good. So unexpected, again, considering how the middle of January went, where there were like 2 weeks where I had about 12 total sales. Just a wonderful, amazing turnaround. So let's go ahead and start pulling those orders. I have some great sales, some great BOLOs to be on the lookout. One in particular I had never heard of. It was a great find and one that you have to be on the lookout for. Let's go ahead and pull the first item though. I picked this up for 10 bucks. Confirmed, yes. I paid $9.99 for this item at my favorite thrift store. It is a Chicago Cubs Nike jacket, dry fit jacket. Semi-rare. I haven't seen too many of these listed where it's just this all black colorway. And that sold about 2 months for $49.99 plus shipping. Baseball season right around the corner. I think pitchers and catchers are reporting next week, maybe? I don't know. Something like that for spring training. So people are getting ready for the baseball season. So I think that the person that bought this wanted to start rooting for the Cubs early. This new is like $130. Felt pretty comfortable listing it for $50. It is a size 2XL, which helps with the sales. We're keeping on the clothing tip. Sold another clothing item out of my new way to store them. This is number 11 here. The major downside to this is you can't really see exactly what it is that I sold. But this is a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren polo. It's made in the USA. There's a nice picture of it. Got a nice bright colorway, which helps with differentiating this listing from the other thousands of Polo Ralph Lauren polos that are out there. Even if this was vintage, I wouldn't buy it if it was just a solid color. They just do not stand out enough. They get lost in all of the listings, and it's just really difficult to sell them. So the fact that this one had the stripes, the multicolors, it allows it to stand out quite a bit. Got a really good deal on that, only paid $3.99, and that sold for $20 plus shipping. Pretty quickly too. All right, this is the result of an experiment I did several months back. It was a colossal failure, in my opinion anyway. Although, I think this will actually, so this sale here, and I think it's going to be the only sale I have, will actually make my money back and then a teeny tiny bit of profit. At my thrift store a while back, my favorite thrift store, they had this big, huge bag of ties for 10 bucks. I went through them all. The vast majority of them I am just donating. I did take this grouping here, which are 4 Robert Talbot best of class from Nordstrom. They're I think semi-vintage. Get you a good look at them here. They sold for $14.96 plus shipping. On sale. Originally I had them listed for $20. I know some people have good success selling ties. It was so much work. It's just hard to, they're not hard, I don't know. They're not hard to list. You know, it's like 3 pictures, but it's hard for me to figure out, do they have any value or not? I came across, I think 2 Christian Dior ties, or maybe just 1. So I was thinking, wow, hey, Christian Dior, I'm sure that's going to be a good listing. And I think it was worth like 20 bucks, maybe. I don't know. They're just not, I know there are valuable ties out there that are worth a lot of money. It's just not a niche that I want to get into. But it was an experiment. It was a try, and at least I made my money back on that one sale. This is the last of the fishing harnesses that I came across at my favorite thrift store a few months back. This is a Braid brand. So right here, brand new, without tags, fishing harness. Picked this up for $7.50. This goes around you while you have hooked a really large fish so that you, I guess, don't fly out of the boat would be my thought. Or maybe it just gives you nice leverage for when you're pulling back on the rod to reel that in. $54.95 plus shipping on that one. Okay, I'm excited. A couple of updates of progress. Woohoo! Got that up there again. Pink piece is up there and hopefully will stay in for the long haul. So it is much warmer in here. And then now look at this death pile. It is getting small. Not that small. Still a lot of things. But I mean, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We got this box back here, just ignore. This is just clothes primarily. I almost said primariously. Clothes primarily. A couple of bass guitar books that went along with the bass guitar that I tested out and does in fact work. This is an Epiphone P bass I found out. There's some issues with it. Whatever this thing is called, forgive my lack of guitar knowledge. You know, this is supposed to go all the way around here, cover this up, but it has broken off. So it's in pretty poor condition, but an Epiphone P bass in good condition. I think there's also a new head on there. I do not think this is the original head. So there's a lot of negatives going for it, but I primarily bought it just because one of these years I'm going to learn how to play guitar and maybe bass guitar. So, but anyway, it works, so that's good. And now I can move it out of the death pile, although I still have the stand there. A lot of this is going to go away, hopefully over the weekend or the next week. And that's going to feel good, because then I can start tackling this mess. All that storage unit stuff. But the success that I've been having in my eBay store starting off with February, coupled with visual success that I can see getting through my death pile, has really kept me motivated. It is such a nice change because there are a lot of things that just, they feel like they're momentum killers in this business. So to have some positive momentum going, I want to keep it going. I want to keep that ball rolling. I am very excited about the next couple of weeks at the very least when it comes to my reselling business. I hope yours is going well as well. Let's pull the Poshmark orders. I went back and forth with this this buyer. I shouldn't say that. I basically just countered their offers 2 times. And one time the third time they countered my counter offer, I didn't reply back because I was just kind of over the nickel and diming that they were doing. Well, I guess another interesting thing I found out with this, using those stickers and this new SKU system, so I used the sticker on here, which is, I think you can see that, 0013. When I put that into Poshmark for the SKU, it just dropped the zeros. So I thought this was in box 13, which it wasn't. It was SKU 0013. But anyway, another one of these sold. This is a Travis Matthew Henley hoodie. Nice shot of it there. Anyway, I paid $6.99 for that. Eventually, the buyer offered me $20, and I accepted it. So not a huge profit. It's enough to make it worthwhile. And then this took a lot longer to sell, and I'm pretty much over sourcing Harley Davidson items. They're just not selling well for me. This is a really nice, in my opinion, Harley Davidson backpack. When I was doing some research on it, this was originally $124 new. I was lucky enough to source it for $1 at this fundraiser sale. And I only had it listed for 35 bucks, but man, nobody wanted to buy it for $35. So eventually, somebody sent me an offer for $25 on Poshmark. That one goes out the door. And then I'm also getting a little, I don't know how I feel about Keen hiking shoes lately. I know it's not exactly hiking season, but the sell-through rates, maybe because of that, is not great. But they're they're really expensive. We get a lot of Keen shoes around here in the thrift stores, garage sales. Keen is a Portland-based company. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But these sold, I paid $12.99 for these. These are, they're called the Voyager. They're women's Voyager. I don't know if it's because they're not waterproof. Had something to do with why they weren't as valuable, but I didn't. Basically what happened is I saw these at the thrift store. They were $12.99. They were in good condition, okay? So there were no stains, rips, soles were in good condition, so I'm thinking, no brainer, $45 or more for some Keen hiking boots. Not the case. Those consistently would first of all, the sell-through rate on them was terrible, but if they were going to sell, it was $35 or under, and that's what they sold for on Poshmark, 35 bucks. So I'm going to keep my eye out on this trend. Is Keen just not a great brand anymore in terms of resale? Harley Davidson for sure. I have probably, especially clothing, just Harley in general. I bet you I have 8 Harley clothing items. I don't know if I've sold one. I don't know. It's frustrating, and they're just always so overpriced when people go to sell them. You know, I happened to find some that were decently priced, which is the ones that I did buy, but you got to be aware. You got to be aware of trends, and that's not something that I normally do. I'm not really a trend watching kind of guy, so we shall see. This sold. It's just some HP Ink 5657 combo pack. Picked up for $1. $16.92 free shipping. This was somewhat expired, so that hurt the value a little bit. It wasn't great to begin with, but it was only $1, so that's why I bought it. Figured it maybe if I waited longer on this one, it would sell for more. But could it be one of those also that just didn't sell at all? This was a cool find at a yard sale. I found a bunch of good stuff at this yard sale. A couple weeks ago I sold that water filter for like 115 bucks, and I found this at that same sale. But this is a cross colors vintage 90s tank top. So it's you know, February 7th, winter, and I got an offer on this tank top, so I thought, yeah, I should probably go ahead and take it. Plus, this thing it's not in pristine condition. There's a stain here and there. But there's the logo on it. This was really big in like 92, I want to say. Or no, I was in middle school when this was big, so probably 90 or 91. And even then, these were... This is not that old. This is probably late 90s would be my guess. We got double stitch, and it's made in China. But anyway, that sold for $20 free shipping, and I picked that up for $1 as well. I had quite a few items today that I picked up for $1, which is kind of cool. Good old garage sales, because you're not going to find anything at a thrift store, mostly anyway, anything that has any value for $1 around here, that is. We are 3 items away from my big BOLO, so please stick around. I want to make sure you guys are aware of this brand, because it was new to me, and just super good. So this next one is a good brand. This is not a great example of them, just because the quality of them was very bad. This is a pair of Lowa hiking boots, L-O-W-A. These were purchased for $5 at an estate sale. Same ones that I bought those musty, mildewy Patagonia duffels that I just sold recently at. And these are in... They tried to repair them. They used some sort of glue on here that didn't really work well. So you can see like that white stuff on there, that's this glue. Structurally, everything else is okay with it. There's a really big chunk of it. But I basically described these as like work in the yard boots, because they're Gore-Tex, they're waterproof, so they'll keep your feet dry, but they just have some condition issues. So they sold for $21.21 plus shipping. I think I'd sent out a 15% offer on this one, something like that. I don't know where the 21.21 came from, but right around there. And then I sent out, this is the second one of these that sold. Took forever to sell. I don't understand how or why eBay works this way sometimes. But I had both of these listed for months and months and months. You know, with a couple of watchers, but no real action on them. I guess the moral of the story is they were just too expensive. I think this ended up in my 25% off sale, and it sold for somewhere in the $37.46 range or something like that. It's another one of these. I just sold a companion a couple weeks ago. They're called Sandoflex. It's a sanding device that you attach to a drill or something. I don't know how it works exactly. $37.46. Picked that up for $1 as well. So at an estate sale, it was in a $2 bin. Everything was half off that day, so my cost of goods is pretty low today, considering I have 4 or 5 items that I bought for $1. All right, the big reveal, the last item of the day, the big BOLO. Paid $7.49 for this at my favorite thrift store. It had made it to the 50% off portion of, so you know, things have been there for about a week and they haven't been bought, then they go into the 50% off category. I know there are tons and tons and tons of other resellers that go to this thrift store. So the fact that they all missed it, everybody missed it, so I was very happy when I found it. It's this brand right here. It's called Tom Beckby. T-O-M, Tom, and then B-E-C-K-B-E. It says designed in Alabama. So this is specifically this is a performance fleece jacket. Size large, it's this brown color. And I think new, this is $160 or $170. So they don't sell this anymore, so that helps. It's a little bit, it's recent, probably came out within the last 3 years or so. Got a corduroy collar on there, really nice jacket. Contemplated keeping it for myself, but I didn't really like the brown color. Listed that about 4 days ago, and it already sold for $99.99 plus shipping. It is a huge, huge BOLO brand, so Tom Beckby, T-O-M-B-E-C-K-B-E. I hadn't heard of it before. I don't know if you have. Comment below if you have. But if you see it out there and it's in decent condition and a decent price, for sure, pick it up. It will be a great sale for you. All right, folks, that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video if you did. Subscribe to my channel. All of that rigmarole, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much. We are going to roll the credits here, the memberships, which is still, as of right now, Harley Gal. Thank you again very, very much. If you're at all interested in supporting the channel, click that join button before, and you can also become a member of the PDX posse. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.